The constant companions through Escher North, at eschernorthwordpress.com, a short update on the energies, May 6, 2014. As you have perhaps already noticed, much has been dislodged by this recent onslaught of energies, and as such, you will all find all sorts of flotsam and jetsam cluttering up your space from time to time. But do not fret, dear ones, this is merely scattered bits and pieces from all of those old constructions having been dismantled but as yet not been completely removed. But they are all scheduled for removal at the earliest of opportunities, so do not think they will stay around for too long and spoil your view. Again, we speak in parables, but the message we want to convey is this: you are all more than eager to take those first true steps into the brand new, the fully formed place of your dreams, devoid of any negativity, however small a part it may still have in your life. And so, whenever something a shade darker than the brilliance you expect to see appear in your proximity, you will feel as if it is still tainting the whole picture. Nothing could be further from the truth, but it is indeed understandable that you may think so. For by now, you have all in some ways been able to venture behind the lines as it were, and you have had a preliminary glimpse of the world to be either as a detailed description given to you during dream state, where you have felt as if existing in that wonderland already, or by some sudden and unexpected feeling of bliss in your everyday life, when you know you have arrived somewhere wonderful, even if it is just in your mind. But still, those small glimpses of the new will leave a lingering taste, and you will want to have more of it, and not just a small, tantalizing sample now and then. And so, you may feel as if tricked into a process where you are being tossed small scraps tasting so delicious, they will lure you into continuing to slosh through all of the debris and all of the density you still sense all around you, only for the promise of something better on the horizon, a horizon that seems to move further and further back by the day. Again, this is more than understandable, but again, this is also very much your old programming speaking to you. For you have been taught to expect failure, and you have been taught to expect disappointment, and you have been taught to be a victim of propaganda and disinformation, and so, you have it in you to expect the same this time also. For where are all of those glorious views we have promised, and where is all of that freedom we have told you to expect? The simple answer is this: it is already here, it is already within you, but it is very hard to see as you have still so much of your attention trained without. We know that these words will fail to make an impression on those still set on expecting nirvana to appear as if from out of nothing ahead of them, much like on one of those entertainment shows that your media is so fond of propagating, but in this, you cannot be more wrong, for what you are waiting for is not something that will appear out of the blue, put together by forces unseen, for your entertainment only. No, the paradise you want, and indeed truly deserve, is the one you are already constructing yourselves, and even if it seems to be a very long way from completion yet, it is in actual fact already here for you to seek into and for you to enjoy. It is there, not under your very eyes, but within your very bones, within every breath you take and within every beat of your heart. For as you managed to dislodge yourselves from the old and detrimental grid of yesteryear, you also managed to connect to that brand new grid, the one literally filled with milk and honey, enough to sustain even the most ambitious of your dreams. For you have already made your dreams come true, by refusing to stick the old nightmare where so many of your fellow men still reside, but again, it takes time for a human mind to let go of all of the old patterns and programmings, the ones that limit your view in every way. And so, your outlook will still very much be formed by what you see within the narrow confines of the old blinkers, and it takes an astute heart to keep overriding those old signals. For as we have told you on more than one occasion, those old signals are still being sent out by those jamming stations, still set on disrupting the signals between you and that real you, the one that already lives in harmony with these new frequencies, the one that is already basking in the loving light flowing into your golden sphere without interruption. And so we will once again repeat what we have been speaking about on so many occasions, and that is the need to not fall into the trap of tripping over any of these small remnants of the old scaffolding still lying about. Yes, they can be more than a nuisance at times, but they need not constitute any hindrance for you if you manage to simply step over them and leave them lying there. For they are not your responsibility, they are not yours to dismantle and stack in a more orderly fashion, for this is not how this process works. All you have to do is to focus on your inner light, the one that is already bright enough to light up a considerable distance around you, but still, it can be easy for any of you to overlook it at any given time. Remember, none of you have your old shades on, but you still act like you have them from time to time, and you will find yourself stumbling around as if in the dark, when you in fact have more than enough light with which to navigate safely from. Again, we do not say this to berate you in any way, we just want to remind you of your own greatness, the one that is a habit of slipping out of your own focus from time to time, or rather, the one that is a habit of being drowned out by that seemingly endless choir of negativity that still will erupt from time to time. So take some time to take a good look around you, and this time look with your heart, not with your instincts, and you will see the truth in our words. And then, you will also see the magnificence of the work you were so busy carrying out during your last gathering. For that was no ordinary get-together, no simple celebration, not just another block party. No, that was something else altogether, for that was the first real venture within the great halls of knowledge, and that was your very first communal dip into this amazing well of wisdom, and that was your very first successful endeavor when it comes to true interdimensional collaboration. Granted, none of those previous encounters you have staged in this manner have been inconsequential in any way, they have been important stepping stones towards that giant leap you took this time, but again, what you have accomplished now, bears little resemblance to anything else you have managed to accomplish earlier. For as you formed a human chain of souls, you've reached further and higher than you have ever managed before, and you opened some doors that were indeed a couple of levels higher than we could have hoped for. And so, you once again far surpassed any stipulated requirements, if we may use such a word, and you once again proved your prowess in outreaching yourselves. For you are indeed made of the same stuff as the stars, and now, you will start to see that in the minutest detail. For you will see what lies hidden within, and no, we are not referring to anything esoteric, we are in actual fact referring to those driving mechanisms of your entire universe and beyond. The detailed programming that runs this biological computer, if you will, that sustains not only you, but everything else. For you have started to peer into the very core of your being, but you have also started to peer into the very core of all of creation, and so, you will start to find some answers that will not only surprise you, but also delight you. For you will find that this seemingly impenetrable complexity is divinely simple, and you will find the answers that you seek that will not only change your outlook completely from one of singularity to one of connectivity on a very different level than before, but you will also start to find the answers that will help to change everything you see around you. And yes, we do mean everything, as what you see now is enough to make your heart cry from desperation at times. And so you have finally managed to pry open that door that will lead you to all of these answers, but again, they are for you to search out, they will not be delivered on a silver platter, stamped and ready for your approval. For again we repeat the same old adage that this is not done for you, but by you, and so, you have once again shown this to be true. For you have shown yourselves more than worthy of our admiration and gratitude, for you are indeed wiser than you think, and you are indeed brighter than you think, and now, you will find a way to realize this for yourselves too. And when all of this comes together, you will no longer have any time to look for problems, for then, you will only see the solutions, no matter where you fasten your eyes. And then, your mind will no longer limit any of you, and all of your inherent powers will come out into full bloom. And with this, the world of your dreams will cease to be a mirage and start to simply be.